Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to another one of our compression videos. Today we'll be talking about SCS and how to make it as simple as possible. Hopefully you can keep up with me. Okay, so here we've got the Akashi Sacrifice Akashi 120 in gold, and I'll be showing you how to obviously fit that together. If you were making a custom scooter, I'll show you how to put that together and so on and so forth. Okay, so again, you've got your fork here, you've got Sacrifice Akashi fork. You can make this HOC by just adding a shim on. If you revert to my HOC video, I will show you how to sort that out and put like a shim on and everything like that. And you can obviously use that without the SCS compression clamp. So a lot of kids will come up to me and say, oh, I don't want to clamp with this many bolts on, but they will have an SCS compression. So you will have to have a compression clamp because it's just not going to work without this compression clamp. If you want titanium bars or anything like that, you probably will need to go SCS. It does add on a little bit of height, but I would refrain from cutting those because you do have to be very careful with titanium bars. You need like a diamond tip blade and all of that stuff because it will just set on fire and burn you, and it was just horrible. So if you can find someone to do that for you, then that's great, but I would advise just leave it the way it is and you can just pop that together and it'll be fine. And it's simple, you don't have to cut a slit in, you don't have to do any of that crazy stuff. Okay, so with an SCS compression, the way you can tell that it's an SCS compression is it will have a little kind of shelf in here, halfway down, and that's where the compression cap sits. That just sits right in there, like a little plate, right on there. And the fork doesn't go into the bars. So with SCS, the fork doesn't go into the bars. Generally, this is my favorite compression. I think it's the kind of best for if you're tall and you don't want to kind of change your setup too much. You can just add on a little bit of height with a SCS compression. Bear in mind though, you can only do that if you have HOC forks. So you can change your HOC forks to SCS. You can put on a little height, but you can't do that with IHC. It's just not safe. I mean, try it if you want, but it's just not safe. It will wobble around. You don't want anything to be moving. Anything on your scooter is moving. There's something wrong. You need to take it apart. You need to sort it out. So back to this clamp. You've got the little shelf in there. That's the best way to tell. And you will need your compression bolt, your compression cap, a shim if you've got a standard size bar, and that just goes in there. But if you've got like, if you're making custom and you've got one of these in and you've got a HOC shaped bar, you don't need that. Save that for a rainy day. Okay, so you want to pop this onto the fork, just here. Is it upside down? No. Good. And then best easy way to do this is if you put the bolt through the compression cap first and just pop that in, and then it will just go straight on there. Allen key. So what I have been saying in the majority of my videos is, again, you need to get this as tight as possible. If you can hold the clamp and it moves, it's not tight enough. It needs to get to a point where it's not moving at all. A real good trick that we use in the workshop to get this tight is we take the wheel off, and you can put a mallet or something in between the fork, and what will happen is when you're tightening this, it hits the deck, so this doesn't move anymore. So all you have to do is hold the clamp, get that all in line, tighten that up, and that'll be fine. Yay! Okay, so, and then at that point, you're all fine. You can just put your bars on there and you'll be good to go. Most of the time you will need to obviously undo all of these bolts to put your bars in there. If you can't fit your bars in there, you can always do the penny trick by taking one of these bolts out, pop it in the other side, get a penny, put it in between this slit here, tighten it up, and you can bring the clamp out to fit your bars in. It's not going to ruin it unless you do it too much. It'll be absolutely fine. It's safe, don't worry. Okay, so you got to that point. Say you've got custom and you've got some bars and they have a slit in them. So if you were to put these straight in here and compress it together, this will compress your bars will snap, and we do not want that happening, especially if you're riding, because you'll just, I don't know, impale yourself. So we have a SCS adapter. This looks just like a normal shim. Best way to tell that it's not a normal shim is that it won't have a little cutout. So this has the little cutout in here. This one doesn't. It's completely steel. It's not going to squash or anything like that. You just pop that inside there. Make sure you get the right one for your bars. So if you've got IHC bars, you want an IHC compression adapter. If you've got HOC bars, you want a HOC compression adapter. They're just different sizes, different widths. Just pop that straight in there. You can pop that straight in your SCS compression, and it's not going to compress on that slit, and it's just gonna be safe. Cool. I mean, that's all there is to know, really. Comment below if you've got any questions or queries. If you're having trouble, please contact our customer service team. They're really, really helpful, knowledgeable. They're gonna know what they're talking about. Like and subscribe. Have a look at our other videos if you like them. I've been Amy. Thank you very much.